and ride and tag along with us. So I'm bringing her in now. If you're hearing a whole bunch of noise in the background, you know, she is coming in. But in the meantime, we're just going to do a little park and ride. Hello, my little dad sister. What's going on? I was telling I know. I was telling everybody that we just decided to come on to motivate people because tomorrow is gonna be a busy day this whole weekend, and we wanted you all to get out there and get that money. How's it going for you, sis? Per- Awesome. I Oh, it's okay, girl. They'll come along as we go. Let me. And I can't even say hi. I don't even know how to say hi on this bad boy. Let me see down here. Um. Oh, is that how it say it? Live chat.
Hey,
Oh,
Goyas.
hey,
Hey, Jared.
Gozo. How are you, Jared? We are just going live today as we are calling it like a park and a ride or ride along with us because we are going out making that money. We got a little DoorDash shirt on today. Right now, I'm parked because I'm charging, and Sister Elvira is just driving along. So we both will just take you all on this journey with us because tomorrow, is a 4th of July. People gonna need dogs and hamburgers, and we're here to make sure that they're
No,
taken care
Paulette,
of.
you can't deliver. You can't deliver the. You can't deliver that.
What do you mean I can't deliver? What do you mean? I didn't
You.
understand how we can't deliver. We can't deliver hot dogs. I mean, that's the
Ah,
grocery shopping. Elvira, you'll be a messy. You stop it, sister. You stop it over there. I'm putting you on timeout. You're going on timeout. I'm telling you.
you can't do that,
Welcome,
girl.
Goya. If you guys are up in here, y'all make sure that you like, and if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to both of our channels because we'll be dashing along with you guys. We want to give you guys a little
Yes,
bit of
I have a channel,
live.
Jared. I do. I do.
Yes, yes, she does,
EFP
and it's
Media.
definitely. Greetings, everyone. Yes, Jared, go over there on EFP Media, and
Somebody type it
basically,
in the chat.
hold on. I don't know how to do it.
I was
Let me
talking
see.
to
Hi,
one of the
chat.
people.
Okay, girl, I
Got me
don't
a
know what
little
I.
Prime. Y'all gonna have to stay hydrated. Prime, send me a check. Send me a check, Prime.
Look at you, gonna try. I got me my little water thing going on right here. Yeah,
There you
Jared, go
go.
over there and join EFP Media. She also shares, her holiness walk. She got great information over there, and you're very supportive as
Oh
well.
my
And
gosh,
by
you
the
could
way,
tell it.
make sure you follow Jared back because he's really supportive
I'm
as
already
well. We
subscribed to
appreciate you,
Jared. I'm already
Jared. You
I'm already subscribed.
subscribe. Look
He be having his
at
he be having his morning talks Wednesday and
morning. Yes,
Tuesday.
yeah.
I'm already
Uh-huh.
subscribed.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome how you can network right within the chat for 2 seconds as we pull over and I'm charging and she's about to get driving and it's lunchtime over here. It's 11 o'clock. So you all already know.
It's
If
five
y'all are
o'clock over
just
here, people.
5 o'clock. Oh my gosh, girl. That's so late.
Yeah,
Ugh.
girl. Listen,
My
I stopped walking for 2 weeks and I'm
stop it.
already fluffy in the cheeks. I'm
Well,
like,
I
if I
look at me
don't
go.
do it,
Oh my goodness, well, you already see. Sorry, sis. Look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna hide what I'm eating.
I'm already eating. I've already ate me a little piece of lunch. I went to,
Mm-mm.
this is a trick, y'all. If you have Sam's Club, Costco, go over there and get you a whole pizza for $10. A whole
Mm.
pizza for $10. I got a whole pizza, a whole pie for $8 plus tax. It was like $9. Okay, so all of y'all out
Mm.
there that like a good pizza. If you got a membership to Sam's or Costco, go over there and get you a whole pizza for $10.
Way to go, way to go. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
But I'm having me, uh, sorry, guys, I didn't have breakfast. I worked the whole time. So any new encounters that you found doing DoorDash today, or you don't have any
yes,
stories? Tell me about
yeah.
it.
So today we had one. The first order when I logged on, and it was for Sonic, which was like maybe like 2 minutes from my place. So when I get there, before I could even get there because it's super busy, the customer texts me and says, "Oh, is there an issue with my order?" And at the restaurant. So I said, "Well, hi, hi. I'm not sure. I'm almost there. I'm at the light. It's high traffic times right now, so it's taking me a little while to get there." And they were like, "Hey, Lamar," and they were like, "Okay, because you're the fourth person to be assigned my order." So I thought that was odd. So then I go to Sonic and I tell them that I'm there to pick up for the person. And first of all, their name was, because it wasn't their real name. Their
Mm.
name was Top Dog, Top Dog K.
What?
Yes, Top Dog K. So
Whoa.
yeah, so I said I'm here to pick up for Top Dog,
Oh. No, that's
and
hilarious.
she comes outside. She was like, she asked me again, and I told her. She was like, "Oh, that order has already been picked up." Like, really? I said, because they assigned it to me, and she was like, "Yeah." So I had to call customer service, and they unassigned me from the order. However, they told me if I wanted to proceed with the order, I would have had to pay for the food myself and then send them a receipt. And I guess then they were going to reimburse me. I said, "Oh, absolutely not. Unassigned, unassigned, unassigned. I'm not using none of my coins for DoorDash."
Mm-mm.
No. But that was the first time. That was the first time I've ever experienced it. I've only been doing DoorDash for 3 weeks, and lately it's been pretty smooth. Like I shared with you today,
Mm-hmm.
I only pick up food from restaurants, so I don't want to pick up groceries and stuff because I don't know what people have me picking up, and you know I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. Grocery shopping makes me cringe, so I don't know. But other than that, that's what happened today.
Good, good, good. Well, like with anything that you do with DoorDash, when situations, I had a similar situation like that today. When that happens, and you drive to the store. Say you get an order and you drive to the store, and DoorDash will be like, okay, you arrive. And when you get there, they'll say the person already picked up the food, or that order has been canceled, but you received it. When you call customer service, let them know that, because first of all, it's not your fault. So because you drove to the restaurant, they're supposed to give you half pay. That's why you allow them to do the cancellation, or instead of you doing it, you may end up with a half pay still when they run through their calculations within the next 72 hours. You probably will get something in the back for that order, but you should get half pay if you arrive there and they cancel the order and it's not your fault. Today with
Right,
me, I got one similar like that, where I got to the store and I was the fourth person on that order, like it was a glitch in the system, and nobody weren't not call customer service to let them know, and customer servant has to take it out. And because nobody did it, when I got there, the fourth person, the manager came out. She's like, "This order was canceled, and you're the fourth person that coming in." So I called them, and I got half pay plus time for that order because it wasn't my fault, and I got to the restaurant. So for anyone that encounters similarities like that, make sure that you let customer service know that you arrived there, and let them know that, hey, I wouldn't mind having a half pay because I got halfway to the store to pick up, but situations happen out of my control. You should get paid for your time and effort that you put into that order.
Right.
Hi, Lamar. So Lamar is asking, is that a camera on your neck? Yes, Lamar. This is my 360. It's a little camera, and this I put it onto my neck. So when I go into any store or do my deliveries, I can just click it, and I can take for a minute, maybe 30 seconds, and it just keeps everything in order. When people see cameras, they tend to be the best behavior that they can give. So it works here for me, and it's great for you just in case somebody want to accuse you or blame you for something. You got it on your little dash cams or your camera on your neck or wherever part you want it. And when you don't have those, you can also just use your phone to capture information that you need. Okay, so yes,
Yeah.
it is my neck cam. So how is everybody else doing in the chat? You guys doing anything productive? I know tomorrow is the 4th of July. I know that you guys are definitely into getting those hot dogs and hamburgers ready. As you can see, we are in our work gear, either charging or getting ready to go out there and do our lunch break. Um, little dashing. So we just wanted to come on and just let you guys know that, hey, it is time working tomorrow. You working tomorrow, Goyo? Way to go. Tomorrow is double pay. Tomorrow y'all better be working at double pay. No break for me. You got that right. No break over here for me either.
Listen, I was saying, I think I asked this question before. I don't know if you were there when I asked this question, but I
Hmm.
said, when people be so intense about the holidays, right?
Hmm.
But what about people like this holiday?
Hmm.
So how do you work through that? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like you don't celebrate the holiday, but my job is paying me for being off on this holiday. So, what's the difference between getting paid to be on the holiday and receiving a end of the year bonus because of the holiday? You hear me? How you work that out? How do you work that out? She done got off camera. Come back. I'm driving, so there we go. No, but that was something that crossed my mind, guys. I was like, how do you even navigate that? You know? Because I'm getting paid to be off. And in the winter time, I get paid to be off for Christmas. I get paid to be off during that time. Hey Shelly, hey Bless. So that's an interesting conversation to have. How do you navigate that? So I would love to know. I would love to know because I get paid for the holidays. Sure do.
I'm back. I'm back. Can you guys hear?
Gosh,
I'm sorry,
I
guys. I
not when
repeat
you
it.
were
Repeat it. Repeat it again,
well,
sis. I'm
no,
sorry.
No, I'm not sure how that works because if you go off and it's coming through your
Uh-huh.
channel, I'm not sure how that works.
Oh,
So
did
can you
you guys
ask them
hear what
that?
Sister Elvira was talking in regards? Why look at you throw me right under the water in the hot cold. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna repeat what she said. Sister Elvira, I don't know if you guys heard. Anybody heard what Sister Elvira? Somebody they heard you. Yes, you good now. They heard you. Goyo said, I don't get paid Christmas and Easter. Okay. So he don't get paid. If you all didn't hear what Sister Elvira was talking about, she was asking a question that she's concerned of how some folks would say, no, we do not want to we're not working on certain holidays and certain it's against the religion and we don't celebrate it. And you have folks that basically I'm just breaking it down. I'm sorry, I'm charging my car. And and she's like, well, they get paid for certain holidays. So she's like, is that the same thing? And you guys do it. Do you accept payment for your bonuses during holidays, or you give it back to the company after you work all year long for that and you deserve it? How do you do it? I mean, I want to know because remember,
I'm
I've been
not giving
retired.
back. I'm not giving them back no holiday pay.
Retired for a long time, guys. I retired early, so I don't know how it works.
Are
But
you kidding me? That is just now. Now you know how people say, now that's just doing too much. I ain't gonna hold you. In my brain, I think that's just doing a little too.
yeah, he said. So Goya sharing great information.
The
Mhm.
holiday, and they're gonna pay me on that day holiday.
So according to Goya's mentioning here, he's trying to respond to your question. Um, Goya said, I don't get paid Christmas and Easter. That's the two holiday my minister told me. Lamar is stating that we get paid for every holiday, but our contract from our union says we got work every other day. We got to work every other day. Sister Shelley say they give me money, I'm keeping it. Thank you, Sister Shelley. Send it over here to me. Y'all send it over here to me. I need a down payment right now between the next 30 days from a venture that I'm about to go on. So if you all don't want your holiday money, y'all can send it to me. Now, I feel a lot of times that I'm walking. I don't Elvira's doing her walk, Paulette's on her walk. I've never had an issue with working. Okay. So all these new rules right now and the bylaws that's I don't know if it's a bylaw or it's just people that's stating they're not receiving it because it's of the devil, but then we're working for a devil. So I'm confused. I need a minister. I need somebody to explain it to me. I mean, if the boys are in here listening, please do a topic on this because I want y'all to tell me what the bylaws say. Not working tomorrow, but what about people that has to feed families, people that need to work because they can't miss a day because they have bills to pay? That's up
Or
to you, but I'm just trying to be
is it the
reasonable.
I'm thinking like, well, maybe it's the symbolism behind the holiday that you should not be practicing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I would think that hey, I don't celebrate Christmas, none of the holidays. I don't, but I'm a work. Okay,
Yeah, we still go to church and we still like when we
but
have church on huh?
no. I was just explaining to them there's things that needs to be done here in my household. I have certain things that we're doing for the family. So when you're telling me you're not working or you're not doing this because of the holiday, I'm a little sus.
understand that part. So if you're just coming in here, Sister Elvira posted a question that I also would love a really good answer. And don't come to me about it's the day of this or you're working and it's not. Don't give me that. Be honest with me and stop these extra things that it's not real. It's not reality.
Lamar
Okay, I'm
said,
just
Lamar, Lamar
go ahead.
said, well, Lamar said, well, I'm going to take the devil's money and pay these holy bills.
Thank you, Lamar. Oh my God! Listen, screenshot that, please. Screenshot that. I'm driving right now, Elvira. I love that,
I
Lamar.
just did that.
I love that, Lamar. You better believe it. You are. Uh, uh. That's the truth, Lamar. Lamar, you get a car. You get a car. You get a car. That's right. Because it sounds real. It's not faking. People has bills. When we go on YouTube, I mean, at least me, I only can speak for me. I want to be as honest as possible. And I don't want to be dishonest. So I'm letting you all know from today. Yes, I'm on my holiness journey. Tomorrow, I may not say
Mhm.
it and put on because it's a normal day and I don't celebrate it, but I'm gonna work. So does it sound like a two-edged sword that you contradicts itself? Maybe. I mean, but I don't know. That sounds overzealous to me, telling me, well, I'm not gonna work tomorrow because it's the day of the devil, and you can't pay your light bill or your phone bill is cut, or you can't pay your mortgage because you skipping on one day, but then yet Monday come around, you're gonna go to work and you're working for the devil still. So at the end of the day, guys, y'all, when you coming out of your mouth talking, let's be honest with these things, and you gotta understand we have a black and white scenario that we are that's presented to us, and we got to put a little color in there and stay with the guidelines, but it got to make sense. Don't tell me you're gonna quit your job. If your boss say you're gonna quit your job or you're gonna come into work tomorrow is the 4th of July, and you're going to come to that so and so party, and you're gonna be there, are you gonna quit? Let's be honest. Are you quitting, Elvira?
Nah, I wouldn't quit. Nah, I'll tell them I'm not dressing up in no
Thank you.
festivities,
You're not
but
participating.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah, I'm not
participating.
participating in the
Yeah,
foolishness.
but because you don't, and they has to respect that. But if you have to come in, you're gonna pull up. So why a lot of time we be hearing all these overzealous conversations where they're telling you can't do this, you can't do that. Don't look at it as a celebration. I look at it like every day I have to cook anyway. So what if today
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook a meal? Do I not cook? Do I eat porridge the rest of
So
the
you
day
go.
because if I pull out a hot dogs, then I'm celebrating? Like that concept, I feel needs to go a little bit more in depth. A lot of people is being honest when they're telling you, like, I don't do that because I don't do this. Y'all stop, okay? Let's pull ourselves together and let's stop being all this extra and dishonest, because I'm telling you on YouTube one thing and I'm doing something else. As soon as you turn off the light, or throw one over here, bruh. Y'all doing
The Bud
stuff. Be
Lighter.
is the I don't even know what that is, but I'm just saying, I think there's a commercial that say, you know what, and all of a sudden it's light, like, because it's a holiday, and
Oh
guys
no,
are
you
used
can't
to.
watch. You can't watch TV. What are you talking about?
It's a commercial.
You
It's a
can't watch
commercial. It was
commercials.
a
You can't
commercial.
watch that. You can't watch that.
No, 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 they're not honest. You got to be honest. I'm gonna watch cartoons. I love.
No, you can't do
I am a
that.
cartoons person. I am a big cartoon fan. I watch cartoons. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell you I'm reading 24/7. That's a
Yes,
lie.
you better read the scriptures 24/7.
I'm not reading the scripture 24/7. I get up and I read my scriptures. Now I probably pray 24. I can pray a lot, and that's why I keep my head covered because I'm praying like Lord
She
Jesus,
said,
Lord
well,
Jesus.
I pray a lot. I ain't gonna
I
say
pray a lot.
24/7, but I pray
I
a
ain't gonna
lot.
say 20. Yeah, I pray a lot, but I'm not reading the scripture every 2 seconds because that would be you're overdoing it. Get yourself a one-on-one with God in the morning. I do mine early mornings because I like to be quiet time. I like my one-on-one with my God, and
Right.
for me, that is what I need. Prayer, I pray every second. Even when you're driving
Yes.
and you're out dashing and
Yes.
whatever you're doing, I'm praying like,
Talk to the
Lord,
Lord.
please take the wheel. If that person cut me off, I'm like, Jesus, please take the wheel because I may say something to him. I may give him one, maybe two fingers, and it's not the thumb. Like, you have to constantly be praying for you throughout your day. So at the end of the day, when people is talking to you, telling you, "Oh, well, we don't do this, we ain't gonna do this," let's hair and holiness for once, please. Y'all know you be watching those cowboy movies. Y'all know you all be watching Planet of the Apes every once in a while. Saying you're gonna be watching something with, you know, you try not to get all those extra scenes and stuff in it. You may fast forward because you already know who you are. Yes, I understand that. But you
Oh,
pull
he
up your
said you
game
didn't
every
finish
once in a
reading
while
the.
and you play.
Yes,
Huh?
I'm sorry. Um, that's. Did you read these comments? I didn't even finish reading his comment, but Shelly, the
Oh, go
comment
ahead.
before. Oh, he said, I can't. I'm driving now. Can you scroll up to what to finish reading the rest of? Yeah, she got a comment in there before that one, and then the rest of his comment I didn't read, but it was good.
Okay, I'm gonna read. Let me see. They're giving me money. I'm keeping. Okay, so further down, everybody laughing at Sister Shelly. Sister Shelly said, if I didn't work on that holiday, well, I'm keeping it. And show me scriptures that God said to give that money back. I mean, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a minister. I'm a girl in a skirt. Okay? However, though, I ain't giving it back. I'm gonna be honest. If I work for that throughout the year, bless me with that, that's a blessing. I ain't giving it back because I don't see why
Yeah.
the devil and when giving me stipend for working with him, you're telling me I gotta give it back? That mean I don't work at all unless I'm creating own business and work within my business. Then I'll be able to have more control over that type of stuff, and I'll say, well, I'm not giving myself a raise holiday because I don't celebrate it. So, but it's my business. But if you don't have a business and you working out there in, you know, in in the world, you don't have control over that. And if you're gonna hand that check out, you know you ain't handing no check out. I want somebody to come on right now and tell me they received their extra, double pay for working and they handed it back over. Please drop it in the comment. Let me know so I could give you a high five right now. Okay? If you're that person that got extra money and paid and you give it back, I want to shout out you right here, right now. Please let me know because I'm not giving it back, especially if I work for it and that paycheck that I'm working with you for. I deserve that. I work for that. I went to school for my degree. I got my stuff. I don't see why you can't work. Like I say, I am not a minister. I'm not a pastor. I would need, and I don't throw scriptures out there, but the last thing I remember, if we don't work, we don't eat, right? So, anyway, let me read. Lamar said, "Well, I'm gonna take that devil money and pay my holy bills, cause the kids have a devilish appetite." Let me screenshot. I love that. Lamar, I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it, Lamar. I'm telling you, I'm devilish appetite, and I filled them with the holy.
Hilarious.
Oh my
I
gosh,
told you that one
Lamar,
was
I love
good.
it. It was the best one yet from you. Okay, that's going down
Told
in my
you.
in the book of records. Okay, that one was good. Sister Shelley said that's like someone told me to take my diamonds and gold them in the trash. Nope, I'm selling it back to the to the evil doer. I mean, yeah, it's I don't I don't I'm new. So my excuse here is I'm a baby at this. But we have their sense Attorney Crosby Shelley mentioned a few shows ago. Sister Shelley mentioned that, they recommended that for you, and I drop it in my backyard. I'm gonna hand it over to my devilish neighbors and have the house, out of that devilish money, like what Lamar says. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, and listen, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being honest, okay?
It's
I'm
too
I'm
funny.
just being
It's too
honest.
funny that it's funny because it's literally a conversation and I can't believe it's a conversation.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
what makes it
it
funny.
is.
Like that's what makes it funny because it's like how if we really operated in the way most people think we're supposed to, how could you possibly live life? How could you live life? Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
if
It's
that's the
tough,
case,
guys.
should I have on this shirt? Because I don't know if it was an evil doer that made the shirt. Can I drive my car? I don't know if it's an evil doer that made this car. Can I wear this headscarf? I don't know if it's an evil doer that made this headscarf. It's just some things I just.
I mean, it is intense at times, especially if you're trying to find your way. You want to do the right things. You're trying. We die daily on making sure we do the right
Yes,
things. And
absolutely.
for somebody to come out and say you got to do this, you can't. Oh, the next thing that got me, um, that I'm having concerns with when you say you don't mix with people that's not in holiness. Well, my whole entire family is not in holiness. Them or check on them. Like, please, if any guys in here, I didn't listen to you guys mention, but it was that type of talking about are you rooted if you're into something. And I feel like I was working yesterday like a Hebrew. Y'all, by the time I finished, I was so tired. I started out at the beginning of the live, but I couldn't finish because I was multitasking. It says we can't communicate, and I didn't get a chance to ask. So if I have a mom, I can't talk to my mom. I can't talk to my sister. Is that what you guys mean? Like, I need more details. But if they're not in whole, that's a little bit much, and I'm not thinking that it's being explained appropriately for me. And the next time anyone come on there, but I be busy, guys. She be making hush money. So at the end of the day, I don't get time, especially around 1, 2 o'clock. I'm mainly available 4 o'clock. That's when I'm on my way home. home. So that's when I jump on lives. But I must tell you guys that I was a little thrown back because I wanted to ask you guys. So since I know whoever on yesterday can answer me, did they mean that we're not able to talk to their family, or they want us to use common sense as well? Or they were just saying, no, you don't talk to nobody that's not in holiness, period. When all of in holiness, I guess I'll cut them off. Like, what do you guys mean? Please specify. From the bottom of my heart, I'm genuinely asking because you and whatever we spew out here on these YouTube streets, every me where we are little green and not capturing it appropriately. So when we're planting seeds, make sure it's a clear seed and not a little weed here and there. I really would love that conversation. Maybe you all can come on again and express yourselves, because do we not who do we talk to? Just state ourselves in the book of scriptures. How does that work right now? Because I'm new. I want to know. This is my question out there. If you guys are in the comment, when they say we can't hang with people that's not in holiness, or we can't, I'm misunderstanding, I'm wrong. Do they mean that we are not able to associate with our family members? Do they mean we're not able to associate with, our loved ones? Family is not in holiness. I'm the only one. So how does that work for me? Because that don't make no sense at all. And I know that we gotta walk by ourselves and daddy with you, but at the end of the day, I respect my parents. So our relationship is unique and special. And I'm telling you, that thing out there is
It's
not.
confusing, and
It's
you
very
stick you walking
confusing
in very, very
and
muddled
very fine
waters,
lines.
and you can get a
I'm
lot of
just saying,
people confused, because that's exactly what
yes,
the
because I'm
conversation is
confused.
about. And I just
I'm
say,
confused.
listen, walk your walk and walk it the best way you know how. Okay?
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I tell people, I have a minister. Y'all heard him preach in Canada. And if I was to go to him with that question, he probably would laugh. He probably would laugh at me. He would laugh at me.
That would be
No,
great for you to go to your minister with
come on,
the
because I'm
question
going
and
here.
come back and teach and tell me what he said. I want to hear it from the preacher, because
You know what he tells us? He tells us to leave our families alone. He tells us to focus on our own salvation. He tells us to worry about yourself. He tells us to get the scriptures in yourself and stop trying to tell everybody else what they need to do and worry about what you need to do. He tells us to make sure that we are rooted in the word by studying, coming to the temple, fasting and praying. He tell us it to let your family do their thing. So if how I take it is, keep showing up and being in holiness. Oh, it melted.
no, I'm just showing just in case I'm putting it on and they're wondering why am I putting on lipstick.
Oh, girl, please. So,
It's karma. I'm just
girl,
saying.
if
No,
somebody
no,
all
I
up in
just
your lips like that, if they up in you like that, they looking at you like that. But
well,
you know
I
what,
got a little
Sister
butter lip.
Paulette, I will ask him that. I will
No,
ask him that,
I feel.
because
I want to
I
hear
mean,
it.
honestly, I'm not I'm not listening to that. I'm not. I'm not.
Got
That's
it.
crazy.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't have to talk to these people every single day, but I'm not going to just abandon friends and families that I've had prior to this. They're going to see me in my walk. Most of my family embraces my walk. They're like, oh, okay. Some of them are now listening to Pastor Jennings like on reels or shorts and stuff. They will watch some of his shorter content instead of watching like the full long sermon, you know. But as far as anything outside of that, girl, no.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what they mean, then oh well.
I love my mama. I love my daddy. And I love my sister and my brother too. And my cousin and my nephews and my nephews. And my niece and nieces too. Ooh, that's a nice song. Let's
It
see
is.
what let's see what Sister Shelly say. I'm having ribs, chicken, steak, sausage. Ooh, beans, peanut, potato, tomato, lamb chop.
Shelly, you
Oh my
can't have
God,
none of
Sister
that.
Shelly.
Shelly, you can't
You
have
can't
none of
eat none of
that.
that. And she having a hot dog and corn mac and cheese tomorrow. She says she can't wait. There you go, Sister Shelly. Make sure your portion sizes now, okay? All right.
Hey,
Now
simple
let's
me.
get this clear. I do not celebrate holidays, first
Neither
of
do
all,
I.
but I work. But
Yes.
I will work and use common sense. I don't deliver alcohol and I don't deliver no tobaccos either. But I work, okay? Because I work through the holidays. I don't celebrate it, me personally, okay? But if my husband is not in holiness, if my husband put on some hot dogs and he decide that he want to put on some hamburgers because the kids they're going on the beach, I'm gonna eat a hot dog and I'm gonna eat a hamburger. But I'm not celebrating
You
to say,
better not
okay, I'm
eat
gonna put
that
on my
hamburger,
red,
and
blue.
you better not eat that hamburger. All that hot dog.
I'm gonna eat because that's a day. It's a day I'm not celebrating in my red, white, and blue, and I have on from head to toe looking like a flag, and I'm out with no fireworks. No, we don't do that. We never did that back in the day either. Now, in
No,
the nighttime, we probably was balcony and watch through the ocean, and people on the beach will put them on, and we be the kids enjoy fireworks, but we don't celebrate drive anywhere to no, that's where all the alcoholics is
hey,
out, all the
Auntie
crackheads.
Ruthie. I'm
That's how
saying
it
hi
works.
to Shelly's sister,
Oh, hi, Auntie. What's her name? Auntie Ruthie. Hey,
Ruthie.
Lamar, sister. Welcome. Just coming in, by the way. Y'all go and subscribe to Sister EFP. Subscribe here with the Life of Paul and like. And please comment and let us know. These are just normal, friendly, shmoney conversations right now because we both have on our DoorDash shirt. We both been out working and we taking some time out just to chit chat with you guys, get you guys ready for going to be a busy weekend. And if you are on any gig work, y'all can go in there and make your take a day off and be unproductive. Then kudos to you, but definitely understand the assignment and is going out there and making that money, and you want to go out there and work, then go ahead. Kudos to you too. Don't, if you feel guilty for doing something, don't do it. But I'm telling you, I'm not pricked for going and work because we got to work regardless. Otherwise, we don't eat. That's me personally. That's opinion. And the Lord is going to prick me when the time is right to let me know. But I'm not going listening for myself, and it's too much.
So
Break.
what we was saying, so if you just coming in, um, we both did I did a recap. We both did a recap of our day, but then we were saying tomorrow we're gonna work as well on the holiday. That's how that came up. And I was teasing Paulette, telling Paulette, no, Paulette, you can't work on the holiday, girl. You can't do it.
You are
And
being
we
messy. You are being messy.
you can't work on the holiday, Paulette. So we went to that, and then Paulette proposed another question to any of the brothers that may be watching in the background, or anybody that's in association with the brothers that did their podcast last night. And I think you said the verbiage was, mingle with anyone outside of holiness. Yeah.
And I fell asleep, so I didn't get a chance to. And I really, I'm gonna have to go rewatch it to specifically, but I didn't get the response to that yet to that because I was busy yesterday.
Yeah.
Response to that because I'm like, did I hear correctly? Is it like you just cut everybody off? Are you all really hearing what you're saying? And if that was the case, then come over here and let your sister know, help educate me with some scriptures. Go and I could read and see if God will open up my little brains to accepting things. You know, you gotta get to the point where we accept it. But then right now is a little bit tough to chew on. So I'm gonna need you to break it down in some milk. Okay. So
Hmm.
I personally was not able to sit there and listen to the entire conversation, but the conversation channel, great topic. I just heard one comment and I had to go because I was working. And I want to go back. And if anybody was in the chats that did it, they could probably let me know what their response was. I think, let me see, Sister Shella said, that's like when my brother who plays the lottery, if he hits, I take the money. I told him I didn't play, so give me my blessing. Sister Shelly, you are funny today. I'm not new to holiness, just new to First Church. Okay, there you go. Welcome, MP. Welcome. How are you doing today? Sister Shelly said, look, if I can't find a scripture about what I'm dealing with, then I know the Lord is not upset. All right, Sister Shelly. That's what Sister Shelly says. Wow, at Shelly Lamar said, you be watching those laws and order SV marathon. I be watching people's. That's what Lamar says. Sister Shelley said, we have to take our heads out of the Bible and look around us because there is a real world we are walking in. Amen, Sister Shelley. At Lamar, I love Criminal Minds. I used to watch those shows too, but after a minute, you on my head, and I don't have no time because she's out making hush money. It takes a little
Hmm.
minute. Okay, Lamar says, Life with Paulette. If that was the case, we won't win no one to Christ through a life walk belief. Amen. Thank you, Lamar. I mean, and that's why today is open, honest questions and tough conversations. I don't know what we're going to call this here, but we were just chit chatting. We both were out working and we pulled over during lunchtime and we were like, let's have a conversation. And it went from one thing to the next. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you today? Welcome. She said, "Oh Lord, have mercy." Nicole Barker says, "Paulette, that is come good Carmex." Yeah, that is Carmex. You got that, and you know what? It is the watermelon blast flavor. Yes, it is, honey. It smells delicious. Yes, it smells delicious. Lamar said, "Greetings, Sister Shelley. If someone of my family and friends were still good people, my sister is not." Sisters. Today we had a triple that we normally have at least once a week or every other week. I'm a very family oriented person, so I want to better understand what the conversation was about. Because are you saying that I'm not supposed to do them, or are you trying to say people that is Trinitarians? When it comes to debating, that is not part of holiness, and y'all not seeing it, like not to associate with them or have any, that would make speak about religion when you have a person that both of you all just conversation, you leave it like that. But talking about not associating in general, I honestly cannot comprehend. So
Yeah.
hopefully this message.
Well, and I think too, like, for me, I know when to draw the line in the conversation, So some people may have a conversation, and that's one thing that Minister Lodge taught us. He says, because I think someone said something and he went in. Like, he gave us a good Bible spanking that day. But um what he was saying is that when you hear false doctrine, you need to shut it down, tell them, I don't believe what you're saying, and end the conversation there. So he was saying that when you do come across false doctrine, you need to shut the conversation down. And I said, okay, in my mind. So it's like when you're communicating with other people and they say something that's off putting or whatnot, you could just shut it down, and
Mhm,
tell them, like, hey, I'm not going there with you on the conversation. I could care less about,
mhm,
what you believe. And then, two, say for instance, on social media, I mean, outside of my sisters, I don't talk to anyone outside of social media, right? So it does not hurt me to say, hi, Paulette, and keep it moving. I'm not inviting you to an event at my house. I'm just saying hi. If you was not of the same faith as I am, I'm not gonna just not be rude. Basically, be rude. I'm not going to be rude. And like I think Lamar said, was like, that's how we win more people to Christ, by showing up and expressing ourselves. So I don't know. I wasn't a part of the full conversation. I kind of came in on the end. Maybe they were talking about someone in particular that, they're saying don't support, but um I don't know. I don't know. I communicate with my family. I communicate with friends. I'm not around these people 24/7, but when we talk, I do talk. You know, I talk to them. So mm, I don't know what to say.
me either. Okay, we will shout you out in those on that description box because I think that's a great one. Call it. He said, dashing discussion with Sis of Holiness. I like that. It's
Yeah,
taken. I'm taking it. What do you think?
yeah, that's
Thank you,
good.
Lamar. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize this train. I'm gonna have to tell you this off when we get off,
Mhm.
but yeah, so you know I don't know, I still mingle, I still talk, still have a conversation. um and I mean, Minister Lodge, he talked about this very specific topic, and what I got from it is that you just shut the conversation down when they try to go to Bible, when they try to, sway you or say, well, I don't believe this, I look at it like this, or it ain't no, I think someone, said there's no living apostles. That's what made him go off. So he was traveling somewhere else, and when he came back to our temple, it got back to him that someone in the congregation said that there were no modern day apostles, and he went off. I
Wow.
mean, with Bible, and tore whoever said that. I hope they were there that day, because he tore them up. And what he told
Wow.
us was, if anybody comes to you and tell you anything outside of that Bible, you shut
Mhm,
them down. You let them know. He said, you basically stand on business. Now that's when you stand on business, But
mhm,
he never gave the notion of cut them off, shut them out, close the door, never speak to them again. Like, yeah, you don't want to be around drinkers if you don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be around people that's going to be a stumbling block. I mean, I think that's
mhm.
common sense, but I don't know why you would need a, you don't want to be around people that's going to be a stumbling block for you, of course. But I also don't think that you should be just so abrupt with cutting off relationships with people that actually really love you, you know? Like my best friend, I've known her since I was a small child. We are on two different paths, but that's my best friend. And she just had a birthday. And she went to the Beyonce concert. And I asked her, how did you enjoy the concert? Because just because I'm on a different walk than she is, doesn't mean that I can't support her in her journey, and in her life. I'm not going to see no Beyonce. But if you went to go see Beyonce and you got dressed up and you look cute, then it
Hmm.
is what it is. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess, you know, I don't know. Ah, I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Well, at the end of the day, it's just, and we learn. And,
Hmm.
you know, just what you said, went on their little journey, but you can't be Debbie Downer all the time. I mean, we don't support the lifestyle of certain things, but I'm not going to hate on you because you do it. Like when I'm walking and I'm seeing everybody in their little, short pants and t-shirts that, well, how I used to dress, and here I am, my long skirt, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm not hating on them, and the skirt look cute or the little shirt looks nice. I'll be like, that's a nice little outfit. It looks nice.
Girl,
I still,
you can't say they look nice in they sinners attire.
I feel I gotta be honest. You see, certain people with certain characters, and some people can get away with that abruptness. Some people is in certain say that, but there's a lot of just normal people. We're not in a position to say, "Girl, you're gonna hell. Look at that shot. That take that off." They don't even know me. I will push them away. They'll be like, "What? Look at you. Worry about yourself in that long dragging skirt." But knowing how high it's 90 degrees. You know, People can be mean bad. Why not be nice to them? So I compliment. I always compliment. I let the person know, oh my gosh, this is cool. The other day, the lady at McDonald's, her eyes, she has beautiful, like green eyes, and I said, your eyes is so beautiful. you know the other day, the and she had on a beautiful dress. It was a no sleeve showing on her back, but it was beautiful. She had a nice little body, so it set on her perfectly. And I said, that's a beautiful dress. You look nice in that. Am I wrong for saying that? Is that against the laws or the rules? I don't know, but I gotta be Paulette. I'm going to compliment you regardless of who you
Hmm.
are, because I'm not the judge. I am not the judge. I can't judge somebody because they don't look like me, or they don't walk around with their head tied. I can't judge nobody. What I can do is shine my light to the best of my ability and make sure that I'm on my walk, because it's hot. It's beach day today, beach day tomorrow, the whole weekend. But I can't go out there in that nice little bathing suit how you used to do. You're going to have on a nice little skirt. Do I go in the water? You best believe it. But I have me my nice little skirts that I can go in the water with my water shoes so nobody don't see my toes. It's like, okay, I guess it is what it is. I am, because once you get in that water, everything is just for me. Everything is free. So it's great. It's awesome, and I'm enjoying it. And I don't complain about it. But and a nice complex, little body composure, I could say, that bathing suit look really nice on you. I feel like I could compliment. Am I wrong for that? Don't crucify me now. Okay, I gotta be me.
No, I mean, hey, I compliment. I saw this girl. She had on cute workout outfit, but it was like a tennis skirt, and then she had on like her gym shark jacket. It was really cute, and I was like, oh, I know I would look cute in that same outfit. But I was just like, "You look so
Mhm.
cute." And she was like, "Oh, thank you." Another little chocolate girl, chocolate woman or whatever. But I do. And some people would
Mhm.
say you can't do that either. So let's say, for instance, we don't wear extensions, but you see someone with their extensions and they look good, and you be like, "I like your hair." And then it's like, well, you
Mhm.
can't say that because that's not their hair.
Elvira. Elvira. Okay. Okay.
Go on to the next thing, Paulette. Hey,
Next
Sashay.
question. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So Shelly says the bottom line is that people need to stop trying to tell people how to walk when they don't even have legs to stand on. Thank you very much. Hallelujah. And by the way, when I mentioned prior about the conversation that I've heard a little bit yesterday and was not able to finish here the response. I just want to make sure I ain't here trying to jab at nobody. I'm honestly just asking a question. So please don't take nothing that I said prior personally, because I just genuinely want to know, do we cut everybody off, or we just just the people that don't see eye to eye, like the ones on the other side with the three disputes with them? Is that what you guys meant? Or you mean people with their families? Because if that's the case, it didn't sound right. Didn't sound right. Okay, that's all I asked. So just to let people, that's what it was. And I normally they come up in here. I don't see them today, but normally I would have asked them
Oh, they in
myself.
the background, sis. Somebody done
Yeah.
sent them somebody done sent them your live. They got
Oh
the
yeah.
word that you want here talking about it. They got the word.
No, but I genuinely want to know. I have time today, so I want to know. And if they got the live, then that's good, because that's why we doing this. Then it's nothing bad. I didn't get the explanation. I wanted to ask what were the composure of it, to tell me what they meant, or they were talking specifically for people that you know those Tanians, if that's what they were talking specifics for them, not to get in disputes with them, and that's what they meant by not associating or having conversations with that. They weren't specific to me, and I just want to know who are they, who the I got to cut off. Then I need y'all to be specific. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I love y'all though. Let's see. I say if you don't like Shelly, then don't ring my bell. Sister Shelly. Sister Shelly is getting text happy. Those little happy fingers. Hi, Shashaya. Hey, my beautiful YouTube sisters and guys. Hello, my beautiful sister, Shashaya. I'm going swimming and I won't wear a dress because I can't dive in it. Okay, there you go, Sister Shelly. To each his own. We respect anybody and their choices. That's your walk, sweetie. That is your walk. And we love it because we all have our unique walks. That's right. Hi, T Wood. Greetings. I've been asking my brothers questions lately because of certain things, da 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 da, scriptures, and yes, I'm confused about some things. I've even called Pastor Jennings and left a message. Good. We are having a great conversation. Yes, you are. Yeah, I feel like certain conversation. I don't have a temple here, so I don't have just go to. I don't have a temple that I can just attend to. So at the end of the day, I would love you guys to go and ask your minister and come back and report. to moi, because I really would want to generate, because so family reunion, not everybody, you're not associate. If you don't associate with that family member anyway, then it's not a big deal. But if you have a whole house full of family and you're very family oriented, all your life you lived around family, then I would need to be a little bit more specific instead of that general cut them all off. That's all. That's all. Anything else you would like to add, sister EFP, before you get ready to leave?
No, that was no, that's it. I mean, um no, that's it. I'm really good at taking what I need and leaving the rest in conversations. So I really think that conversation yesterday was for a particular person, because when I came in on the tail end, they were talking about someone spreading false doctrine. So I think that conversation was for a particular person, but like you said, if you were from what you heard, it sounded like they were talking in general, and that would be good for them to clarify. But, you know, I go off of what Minister Lodge tells us, and he said, he said clear, I'm not telling you that I would never tell you to cut somebody off or don't ever speak to them again, but you do set boundaries, and he tells us to get the word in you and stuff. So, I will write it on a little index card and, put it in the question box. So hopefully he'll, go over that one day and answer it for us. But
Yeah.
I would hope not, I would really hope that's not the conversation. But
Hmm.
who knows? Who knows? So
Hmm.
because your
Yeah. I mean,
husband's not in holiness, right?
I don't. I'm the only holiness, and I found out through holiness that one of my cousin that I didn't even know was my cousin is in holiness. You know. Thank you, Nicole. Hope all is well with you, sis. Yeah, my cousin that I didn't know was my cousin. When they went to Honduras, that's when she got baptized. And that's when I found out that that was my cousin. My grandfather and her grandfather were two brothers. I didn't know. So, in
Wow,
holiness, I found a cousin,
that's
a long lost
beautiful.
cousin that was so close. I was like, oh my God, we tie our head the same, yay. And, but at the end of the day, that's how life is.
Yeah,
And in my family that, that is on a holiness walk, everybody's holy walk is different, and when I say different, not like meaning in their minds, their holiness walk, they can still walk around in the pants. Their holiness walk that they in their minds, they don't need their head covers. But then they'll say I'm on a holiness walk. When for us, when we say holiness walk, you're covered, your skirt is below the knee, we're covered toe, and you cover, you try to live and dress as modest as possible, but in their eyes, the same holy walk, faith walk, or their faith journey in general, their dress code is different, focusing on, I guess, other things that on with us, we have bylaws, there's rules and regulations, the walk entail that you learn as you go and you get more better at it, so
yeah,
I'm getting better at getting better, perfect, but I'm getting better. Anything else you want to
yeah.
say, sis? Because I know you want to get back to work, and I want to get
Well,
back
I
to my
gotta wait.
studies.
I'm waiting for my baby to pull up. I don't know when he gonna get here. He should be here
Oh
soon.
boy.
And then, but no, that was it. This was a good conversation. Hopefully, tomorrow we're gonna be doing striving in holiness together.
Oh
That's gonna be,
yes,
yeah, another
that's gonna
episode.
be
It'll be,
fun.
yeah. So y'all are more than welcome to come over tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST. I haven't made the live link yet, but I will when I get home, or maybe do it tomorrow. Um, Hopefully I could do some more door dashing before it gets dark. If not, then I'll just go home and find something to watch and enjoy my little evening, girl. Um, it's early for you. Like it's 12 o'clock, 12 for you.
Hmm. Yep,
Ah,
it's 12 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dash along until I make another couple $100. And look at me, you speaking what you want. I'm speaking what I want, girl. I don't want nothing less than a couple hundred, okay?
yeah.
But I'm gonna go and dash along and probably toggle on other apps as well, so that I could throw them in the mix and just mix it up. Do a little
Hmm.
pa pa pa, and then
What was
by
you
now,
saying about? What was you saying about Grubhub?
I was saying that I'm gonna turn Grubhub on. That's the one that I normally turn on, and that's the one that that will pay here and there. Do you hear me?
Hmm. Well, guys, I'm still here. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? I'm still here. Can y'all hear me?
Now I'm hot in my area. I'm turning
Girl,
on my
you went
app.
away. You went away.
I can't. I went away. You didn't hear
Well,
nothing.
nope.
Okay, so I just turned on all my, and I got my little. Oh, oh, let's see. I'm back. So what had happened was I ended up turning on my app because you all know that we're making driving along, and I just turned on, and both apps just sent me orders, but the best one I took, and that was the one on DoorDash instead of Grubhub. So I'm gonna go and Grubhub, and if you all want to tag along for at least one order, y'all can see Paula in a little action. You all want to see that? Let me know.
Yeah.
Hello. All right. I need to learn because the guys, I have some guys that they dash along in their car. They probably have two
They got
phones, eh?
two
And they're
phones.
in and out. Oh, see, they have two phones. I was like, why every time I come on here, it's like some people look at you, you got your two phones too. Well, girl, I need to get with the program. I have one phone. And then I'm a baby. I said,
I
babe,
need two
you
phones.
gotta have two phones. I need another phone, you know?
Well, see,
So how
I take care of my things. So what I do is not that I have two phones with two numbers. I have
uh
my older phone that I upgraded to the phone I have now, and I keep it because I take care. So I'm watching us over here, and what I
oh
do,
nice.
I use my main phone for my internet, and I just I just share it on this phone. Yeah. So I'm able to like pull up the GPS with the CarPlay. Like, look, I got the other
Oh,
phone
nice.
running the CarPlay right now. You see?
So that's what I have the phones, but I didn't activate the phone that need internet because
Yeah,
I only
just get
have
the
my new phone.
yeah. But if you have a plan, like okay, so like with my plan, I get like 50 gigs. It's just me though. So I only have 50, I get 50 gigs and I just use and everywhere I go, I'm on Wi-Fi. So I'm at home most of the time or I'm at work. And in both areas, I'm on the Wi-Fi. So I'm never using my 50 gigs until I'm driving and excuse me and stuff
Okay.
like that. So that's when I use my internet. But I don't know how that would work. You would have to ask your husband about that. But if you have another phone, you can run the internet off of your main phone to the other phone like I'm doing right now. And like I have it just connected. It's no number, but it's just connected whatever. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Express, and it's great to so you guys can see it. It's you guys to jump in, jump out. T Wood is saying you get the t-shirts on the website. T Wood.
Yes.
Hey Elvira, I know you love that. I know you love that girl. I heard the last drip came out.
Look, Legend will tell me, Legend will say, Mommy, it's no more. He can't
It's no
stand that
more.
noise. He cannot stand
I
that noise.
know.
Um,
Brother T Wood, the t-shirts you can buy them from the door. Elvira, you want to explain to T Wood where you got your website, your t-shirt? Because I think my husband order mine soon from the website, from
I
the
did too.
DoorDash.
Yes,
Okay,
and this is
apparel.
a let me see. This is a XL and it's big.
Uh-huh.
You can see it's swallowing me
Yeah.
up, but this is an XL and uh there go my son. I gotta go. Bye y'all. I got it off
Bye.
DoorDash. Yep, Legend come. Legend's here. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
sister. Thanks for joining us. Bye
Yes.
bye.
Hi. He see me, girl. His little head. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye bye. Hello, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to know that now I'm gonna go and do my pickup. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of experience. Elvira joined me a little bit so that way you guys can catch up on what it is that we were doing today. And I know tomorrow is going to be a busy day for everybody that's in just Sister Cynthia, hope all is well with you. Thank you, Sister Shelly and Sister Nicole, for moderating and helping me in the chats. I'm driving to my first order. I'm on a 2.5 hour schedule right now. And what happened is once I finish up, if they're taking too long on DoorDash, I would just turn around and turn on another app. So either DoorDash and Spark, I will blend both of them together so that I can, hit my goal. One thing I want to let you all know what not to do on DoorDash, and I think I keep stressing this: do not fall to silver. Make sure y'all stay in between gold and platinum. Why? And by the way, I hit platinum again because I dropped out because I wanted to feel how it was in the lower level to see, do I get still low ball orders? And by the way, you're gonna still get the same type of orders if you're in the bottom, which is silver, gold, or platinum. You'll get all those crazy orders. However, though, on gold and platinum, you get your orders more frequently. If you're a silver, you're not going to get your orders as frequently. So if you are doing it on a daily basis, I highly suggest you guys stay between gold and platinum. If possibly, just go straight to platinum, and you can play around how you feel, how you want with your orders. And, at the end of the day, guys, the money is there to be made. So go ahead and make it. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. There's a few of you guys that don't. Well, I work during the holidays. That's when other people is not working. So that means there's more offers, there's more opportunity for me to bank. And, to each his own. Everybody is different. But I suggest you guys, if you are in holiness, out of holiness, and you all are looking for some extra cash, go on and turn on. If you're not part of the gig economy yet, I normally just drop some stuff, where you can go and sign up. It's free, and go and get some money, make that money. So that's what we're all about right now. That's what we're talking about today, because I want to prep you guys for holidays and let you all know that the money is out there to be made. I'm pulling up to my delivery, to my pickup, and I will see you guys next time. But I just wanted to come on a little bit with you guys. And today's Tuesday, so you all know on Tuesday I have not done a health video for a long time, to let you guys know. I have guests coming again. I have the second set of guests coming over. And sometimes when you have a lot of guests, you don't stay focused in what you're supposed to do anyway. So bear with me, guys, please. I will be on Sunday for show. And the topic, I have not thought about what we're going to talk about on Sunday, but I had a great time sharing with you guys in regards to the tough conversations when it comes to our kids and, my special need kids. And I have more topics. So if I have any brothers and sisters in the chats that have a special need kid and would like to come and share their story, please let me know. You all are welcome. I know there's many of you guys up in here in the chats, and my brothers and sisters that do have a special need kid, and that's probably still in primary or secondary, or graduated from high school, or just graduated and all grown up now. I would love for you guys to come and share your stories, because it's tough conversation and we all learn from each other. And last week, sister Davis shared her story, which was a beautiful story, and her 22-year-old son. And that was episode 1. And I know for sure that it will be great to have a variety of brothers and sisters. Just come and share your story. See, you may help somebody in the comments, okay? You may help somebody that's listening, and you can share a few nuggets with them. I have a friend of mine's, Candace, if you in there, she gonna share her story with her family and how she dealt her and her husband created their company. So their special need, kids is able to work within their family. Love to hear from her. So I'm going to work on getting her on, probably not this week, or if this week or next Sunday, but one of these Sunday we will definitely do something like that, so she can share her story and just give each other a little bit of hope, like, hey, he gonna be all right, or she's gonna be all right. You got this. You're doing great. We all as parents need to hear that every once in a while. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I just want you all to know that I just pulled up to my pickup. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and pick up, and I'll be back with you guys. I know EFP and I are having a co streaming tomorrow. We going she going Her topic is in regards to, you know the whole holiness, striving in holiness, and she's going to do that episode tomorrow. And I'll come on and I'll just support her channel as well. So y'all stay again, okay? Tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be doing a little bit here and there. And definitely on Sunday, we're going to talk about something. So just come back again right around. Y'all know my time is a little slack. Please don't take it much. I love you all, though. And I'll see you all next time. Deuces.